Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Man.
DJ Nate Jeezy, what's good?
What's up, Devin? We got a good show tonight, right?
Yo, we do. We got some dope people in the building, man.
Who we got?
We got Darryl Williams.
Okay, who else?
Yo, we also got Kezia the poet, man.
Kezia, she's nice. I've
Yeah,
heard her
yeah, bro.
Who else we got?
We got me. And we got you,
And
man.
we got me.
You got you on the ones and twos, bro. Just doing your thing, man.
That's what's up.
Let me get out of your way, bro.
It's gonna be a dope show, man.
Dope show, dope show.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome to One Honest Nation TV. I'm your host, Devin Wheeler. We got a great show for you guys tonight. We got a special talent in Kezia the poet. We got a special guest, Darryl A. Williams. And we got my man, Nate Jeezy, holding us down. Y'all ready for it? But today, I want to get into the topic of the night. Whatever happened to us just being Generation Y? I guess at some point, the world must have turned on us, because when people always speak about millennials, it's always negative as hell. Seriously. Okay, look, there's literally a book that was released in 2006 by psychologist Gene Twenge called Generation Me: Why Young Americans Are More Confident, Assertive, Entitled, and More Miserable Than Ever Before. There also was a cover story published in Time magazine back in 2013 named The Me Generation. The Me Generation. The savagery in that article. Did anybody read it? It stated that for millennials, the incidence of narcissistic personality disorder is nearly 3 times as high for people in their 20s as for the generation that's now 65 or older. That's just according to the National Institute of Health. It also stated that development is stunted. More people ages 18 to 29 live with their parents than with a spouse. And we're also lazy. Don't get me wrong, they got their statistical data, their studies, their expert quotes, and the proof we all love so very much. It has some of the optimistic ending though, if your self-esteem didn't drop to nearly suicidal levels by the time you finish reading it. I really wish our elders spent more time talking about context rather than who we are with so much disdain. Right now, on this show, I'm gonna give us a new title. We are no longer millennials, but Generation Recession. How about that? I swear, people act like it never happened to us. Like we got skipped. Look, I got friends who came home from college and are still working their Fridays right now. And allegedly, with everything that's wrong with America, and we're faulted for everything the older generation doesn't like. Blockbuster went out of business. The reason why? Those damn millennials and that internet, the Google, self-checkout at the grocery store. Those stupid, impatient millennials. They're the reason why I got replaced by these stupid touch computer machines. Look, I feel you, grandma. But maybe if you counted money and bad groceries as well as you complain about me, the outcome would be a bit different. I'm just saying. And I'm not sorry to say that either. It's true. They feel like we should be so much more accomplished than what we are. More of us actually go to college, despite tuition being 850% more than what they would have paid. Houses are 294% more. That's what we're faced with. Sorry if we're bothered by it. Then on top of all of that, we have desire to seek intimate companionship. Sometimes, I honestly wish I had no interest in dating. Dating is single-handedly the biggest challenge in life. Especially with today's woman. Everything has to be perfect. Your car can't be older than 2006. You got to wear Sperry's. And wherever you go, it's got to be somewhere she ain't never been before. Look, this is One Honest Nation TV. Now I'm your host, Devin Wheeler. Can I be honest with you tonight? So for our first guest, we have Darryl A. Williams, a father, psychologist, publisher, and self-proclaimed dating expert. Darryl A. Williams. Nice to see
Young
you.
man, how are
Nice
you?
to see you.
Nice seeing you as well.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for coming out tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me here.
No problem. No problem, man. We're gonna have a great conversation tonight. But first I wanted to, start by telling you a little bit about me. Like, first of all, I'm a 25-year-old, and me and a lot of my peers, we're looking for a wife. Expectations are higher than ever before. And I feel like my generation seems to have lost the nuances of dating. Things like courting, more than ever, apps like Tinder, it's just made it easier to smash. Porn is a click away, and instant gratification is popular. But companionship is a basic human need. So how is someone my age is supposed to navigate this?
Well, first of all, one of the things that you stated about yourself when you said courting, you used the word courting.
Yeah.
Well, first you date before you court. So
Okay.
courting is when you're involved with a woman with the desire of getting married to that woman. Unfortunately, a lot of people date and thinking that dating is courting, which is not. They're two different things. Dating, you could date multiple people.
Okay.
You only court one woman because
Word.
that's the woman that you're going to marry, that you know that you're going to marry.
Okay.
You know, so change when you speak upon your peers about dating and courting or meeting someone. Make sure you understand that you're dating them first, and then you find that one, take the other 2, 3, 4, kick them to the side, and you court that one, and you'll be all right. But here's the thing, I'm gonna say to that also. You're 25.
Yes.
There are 5 essential things
Okay.
that a man.
Only 5.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Okay.
5 that a man, not a male. And let me explain that. Let me explain that. A woman. I don't know of any woman who's given birth to a man.
That's true.
You're born male and female, okay? I know some 25-year-old men like yourself.
Okay.
I know some 50-year-old males,
Wow.
meaning that they aren't men yet.
Okay.
Why do I say that? Because they don't possess the 5 things that are essential of having a wife. What are those things? A man is or should be able to provide, protect, cultivate, lead, and be a visionary.
Okay.
You step to a woman with that. I don't know any woman on this God's green earth who will push you aside. If she does, you're not the problem. She is. She's not ready.
Okay. Now, how would you go about, I guess, let's just say, initial reactions, initially seeing someone?
Okay.
How do you distinguish yourself from other men?
Well, it's quite simple. You just be yourself.
Okay.
Nothing changes.
I gotcha.
Nothing changes. Things are still the same in terms of you being a man.
Gotcha.
Nothing changes. This is what has happened. When I was growing up, when I was, 20, 21, in the 80s, we didn't have the social media blast that we have today.
Understandable.
Everything that we did back then, it was time delayed. So you didn't know about something. If something happened yesterday, we found out 2 days later maybe, or maybe a day later.
Okay.
Today, you said something very profound, instant gratification. Everything is instant oatmeal today. Something can happen on this set right now, and it could be out worldwide in 5 seconds. That's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yes, that's a problem. That has changed.
Okay.
But you or us, we as people, male and female, or man and woman, we haven't changed. We still can do the same things. You still do the same things back in the 50s. They used to wear suits and ties. I don't care where you went, the laundromat, the movie theater, you went out to dinner, they all wore suits and ties. Today, man, pants hanging off their butt. But if you come and you still present yourself like a man, from back then, she's not gonna have a choice but to look at you and respect you. And again, as I said before, if she does not, you're not the problem. She is.
Interesting. So let's just say this.
But it starts with you.
It definitely starts with you.
It starts with you. It starts with you, the man.
Okay.
Because a woman is supposed to sit back and prepare herself for you. No woman should go find and look for a man.
Okay.
No woman. Okay?
Okay. Now I know you're making some very definitive statements, and some of the statements I do agree with.
Okay.
What is your kind of standard of your beliefs?
In terms of religion?
I guess in terms of why do you believe what you believe? Is it because of experience? Is it because of?
Well, that too.
Okay.
But honestly, it's the simplicity of it all.
Okay.
The Bible lays it all out. It's simple. It is simple. You can have a person, math, I'm gonna use this analogy. You have some people who may not think 2 + 2 = 4. They'll try to give you some other kind of scenario. But the simplicity of it all is that 2 + 2 is 4. But you got so many people who try to maneuver around that to make it harder than what it is. Well, that's what I mean when I say it's simplicity. It's simple. It's just simple. If you read the Bible, if you try your best to follow it. Now, I'm not trying to get religious here, but I'm just saying the simplicity. Your question, the simplicity of it all. If you follow the simple rules, again, I'm gonna go back to those 5 essential things. If you just follow those, possess those 5 things, you would not have a problem. I can guarantee you, you would not have a problem.
Gotcha.
And dating or courting that woman.
Gotcha. Now you touched on something about males, and you said that you know a 50-year-old male and you know 25-year-old men.
Yes.
What is outside of those? Are those 5 things the threshold of manhood?
Yes, I would say yes.
Okay.
And allow me to explain that. My son he just graduated from grad school.
Congrats.
Housing. I don't smoke, I don't drink. My son doesn't smoke, my son doesn't drink. My son is a man.
Okay.
At 24, my son is a man. He pays his own bills, car note, insurance. My son is a man.
Okay.
I can assure you that. And he's been with this young lady, he's been courting this young lady since they were juniors in high school. Now, of course, in high school, he didn't know what was, but as he got a little older, once they became juniors in undergrad, he told me then, that's gonna be my wife. And I said, oh, okay, well, you have to do your part. So yes, I know a 23, 24-year-old grown man.
So what I'm sensing from some of your answers is that accountability, responsibility, and being intentional are kind of key.
Absolutely, accountability is the key.
Okay.
You have to hold yourself accountable. And a woman should hold you accountable. That's why I say you possess those 5, if you possess those 5 things. Because women know. Women want to, they want to have someone, I don't want to necessarily use the word lead them, but someone to secure them, have them be secure. They could be secure within themselves. We all can, but we're not meant to be alone.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Okay.
We're not meant to be alone. You have some people say, I'm okay by myself. Man, that's okay, that's fine for a minute, but we're not meant to be alone. We're meant to love abundantly and share that love, everything that we have inside, we're meant to share that with someone.
Okay, okay. Now, let's just say this. I know a lot of the times, like, the culture is definitely changing, and we could all sense that. So how do you go about, I guess, respecting a woman's independence, but also treating her as a woman of value while leading?
Well, that's tricky.
Okay.
I'll explain that, because if you have 2 rams, males, what do you always see them do when they're fighting, jockeying for position?
Butt heads.
Boom! They butt heads, right? You can't have 2 alphas in a household.
Okay.
You can, but it's not gonna work. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna work. Let's just say it's gonna be difficult.
Okay.
It's gonna be difficult.
Difficult.
Things that should be simple.
Okay.
The simplicity of it all, those 2 alphas are gonna make it difficult. They're gonna make it hard.
Gotcha.
But again, it all falls on the male. I always say this. Anytime a relationship falters, I would say 95% of the time it's the male's fault.
Wow.
Because if he possessed those 5 things, I can probably guarantee you that woman will not go anywhere.
And let's reiterate those 5 things one more time. Let's spend some time on those.
Okay. Provide.
Protect.
Cultivate.
Cultivate.
Be a visionary.
Be a visionary.
And lead.
And lead.
and lead. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you do that and you do your part, but the actions behind every last one of those, you have to have action behind it.
Action.
She's not gonna go anywhere. Now, if you find a relationship that faltered, ask that man, not the woman, ask that man, did you do all these things? Did you slack in any of those things? Okay. If he says yes to any of them, then that's where the relationship went wrong.
So you definitely gave us some great information tonight. And where can people continue the conversation with you?
You can reach me on Facebook, at Darryl A. Williams at Facebook. Also, you can go to my website, dawilliamsite.com.
dawilliamsite.com.
Yes, I have a blog there where people can ask questions, as you've done so this evening, and I'll reply to them ASAP. Gotcha. And, so those are 2 places.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you once again.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
All right. Our special guest for tonight is a good friend of mine, originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but is now one of DMV's very own. She's a spoken word phenom who at the age of 7 began her career as a writer, penning life through her own eyes. Here to perform selections from her latest album, please welcome to the stage, Kezia the Poet.
Attempt to wrap your mind around the fact that you can make an impact. You can be the difference in what goes on in the lives of others. Touch another sister or brother laced with the love of the God above us. See, we contain the tools to quiet the temper of fools, to make any conversation like school, to fill any mental pool with our words, when heard positively, could possibly be living waters, flowing through a barren mental desert, offering a painful life, a fleeting moment of pleasure. It's hard to even measure what these kind words can do, just to think of somebody other than you. Can you imagine that you have the power to change a life, restrain some strife, encourage the downtrodden to reach for the highest heights? That's right. Don't have to be in the form of a song or a poem or so lyrically sound that nothing hotter can be found. Perfection is not the key here. All a lot of people want is just for you to be near and help heal me here, intertwine my mind with comforting thoughts and soothing words and move these herds of negativity that are racking my nerves. So let's take advantage of the advantage we possess. It takes one voice to start the process, to reach the masses, and if we don't want anything less, we should only want the best for our people, yes? Don't follow me, follow him. Keep your eyes on that gem of a prize, the high calling. While the world is not falling, our purpose is not complete until we can meet at God's feet, and he says, your words help draw the masses to me. Glasses, check. Gear, check. Flyer sneakers copped with what's left of his check. Unhappy with just happy. Status based on second glances. Broken necks mean more than that. Impress. Can't take any chances. This is his high. So you might catch him flexing while he's floating. Cloud 9. His guys call him fly and he loves it. He catches the girl's eyes. No greater feeling he can find above it. A love for life and what it brings is such a foreign concept. He broke himself just to impress, like we're judging him for a contest. I guess it's cool in its way, but I'm worried about the context. If his life were an open book, there would be no content. Except for when he was a youngin', when the poverty line was nothing but a meal a day was something. At the tender age of 5, he made himself a promise. As soon as he got on, he would never go hungry. Not only referring to his stomach, but also his pockets and the clothes on him. They seem to weigh heaviest on his conscience. So now he's a prisoner of the things he values most. Logos and barcodes make him feel at home, but he's so cold. Comfort only found in the arms of what he has on. His favorite rapper wore because of the price tag, but he's searching for the warmth. He wears a chain so he can say that Jesus hangs with him. Can't articulate well, so he lets his tattered skin explain to them. Snapbacks and fitteds, backpacks and clickers, fast track to nowhere because he just rather kick it. His image is based on the images he sees. Overvalues social status, undervalues a degree. The latest and the greatest, his personal decree, subscribes to the belief of whatever plays in his beats. Oh boy. So I guess the next step is to figure out who's to blame. Who to point the finger at and to shake our heads in shame? That's just our way. Before solving the issue, we're pressed to find out who to charge it to. Well, I'll make it easy on all of us. Blame it on the cool. Now, her name is irrelevant. No, it's not my story. It's hers. I'm just telling it. She's 9 years my junior with an in-belly resident. Swore she'd be the only one who never fell for it. I wanted to believe her because she's so intelligent. But because I'm introspective, I easily spotted evidence. Facebook pictures in the mirror with a fistful of cash. Clothes fitted her figure, guys whispered and glanced as she slithered past. Boyfriend at the boo thing. Nothing ever seemed to last. Till I noticed her rub her neck and inquired about the gash. Mommy dearest, always the furthest and the nearest, frustrated with her bad decisions. Instead of fixing, mama would get to hitting. Whoever was in her path would incur her wrath. Blow after blow reached past their skin, right into their souls. Foster home after foster home never felt like she belonged. Even after a reunion with mom, the house never quite felt like home. She says her baby brother's gone mentally. Functioning under the assumption he'll get right. Eventually, she believes he is her responsibility. But how can a child raise a child? Realistically, that means baby plus baby plus baby makes 3. So in order to keep up appearances and maybe feel significant, they do what everyone else does. Act like life's magnificent. It's pitiful to see their attempts to trudge along. Do we help? Nah. We just sit and judge them all. And that's unfair. So I guess the next step is to figure out who's to blame. Who to point the finger at and shake our heads in shame. That's just our way. Before solving the issue, we're pressed to find out who to charge it to. Well, I'll make it easy on all of us. Blame it on the cool. We'll explain the cool, Kezia. Gladly. The cool is a concept that equates the notion of having to the indication that an individual is happy. It is the mask of satisfaction that popularity wears, pressing issues deeper within in attempts to replace them with the need to fit in. It appears like the enemy, tearing away from identity, blinding their eyes to what may have been sown into the very vessel that was sent forth to fulfill some needs. It snatches souls from purpose. It whispers to them, "You're worthless unless you do what we do, watch what we make, and buy what we say." Purchased. They formulated an answer, and it's cancer, eating away at insides until the outside is held ransom, captive, voluntary retention. When we start bending, we start blending. So I'm rendering these words to decry the deifying of media and society, pretending it has all the answers while transforming us into a dying breed, following like a flock of sheep, but we're being led by wolves who have effectively and cleverly disguised themselves as the cool.
So I'm Kezia the poet, and
Are you?
yeah.
I thought I was Kezia the poet.
I'm reading the prompter. Come on.
Oh, well, they should probably
Oh
change
wait. Oh, I'm Devin Wheeler.
Gotcha.
And this is One Honest Nation, right?
That's right.
So
Got it.
we're at DCTV,
Right, we are.
and this is a show.
This is a show.
This is the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hosting.
Your host, Devin,
I'm hosting,
and I'm Kezia,
and you're Kezia.
the poet.
Got you.
Yeah.